everyone, my name is Mushi. I am a junior at Stanford studying International Relations and Human Rights. This past December, I was able to return to Kothole and meet up with Not Major and Not Musa and work with Knyaw Academy. This was actually not my first trip back to Kothole. I went back 2 times before. The first time was in December of 2022 to go visit different schools in Brigade 1 and Brigade 5. And the second time that I returned was in December of 2023, where I worked with the Crime Teacher Working Group and interned at North and South KC. Although this wasn't my first time going back, like each time that I go back, it holds a special place in my heart. Getting to meet like people and like being able to connect with my own heritage is very important to me. And just like every time that I return to the motherland, I feel like I am where I belong. As someone who was like born in a refugee camp and who migrated to the US at 5 years old, my experiences is very different from people who have been rooted in Kothole their whole life. Like I hear stories and news about like what's happening in the Kothole, and and I worry for my family and like the people who live there because of the constant airstrikes, conflict, and like mass displacement. But when I return, like I feel like I get a new experience. I'm able to see firsthand what the situation is like, and I'm also able to see the resilience of our people and how the revolution continues to live. I think these stories are often like not highlighted or shared about like to the people abroad, and just being able to witness that myself was truly like motivating and like inspiring. I also think it like a lot like going back this time allowed me like to gain a deeper sense of like what the community was doing to help our people and like what initiatives they're taking for the future of our nation. This time I was able to visit Commonwealth Junior College, return to North KC, and like meet with Rakape of the School of Governance and Public Administration, and also got to meet with the representatives of the Crime Student Network Group. Through these interactions, I learned more of the goals and like the dreams of the youth and of like people's hopes for our nation. And like through the Crime Student Network Group and the School of Governance and Public Administration, I got to see like what opportunities and resources these organizations and groups were providing, like in order to uplift and empower our communities. I think one main takeaway that I have from this trip was just that like it felt very powerful. It felt like I was able to reconnect with my own culture, got to see my own people, and like even now like I'm still in touch with the people that I meet from there, because these connections are truly like important and like very like long lasting. I also recommend that if you do have the opportunity or chance to go back, like you should definitely go back, go meet the people there, go reconnect with your culture and heritage, and just learn more about Kothole and like your community. Knyaw Academy will create like new initiatives, like in hopes that people can like go back. So like please be on the lookout, and please go with us. I think like just like being there and seeing how people were so like committed to education, to the nation, and like to the revolution, like it felt just very motivating for me overall, like as someone like who wants to possibly like work maybe in an international organization in the future, and bring awareness to what's happening to our people. Like just being there and getting to witness firsthand the resilience and how like the resistance continues to live on is very like important and impactful to me.